Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Michael Macintosh. I'm the proud parent of a youth that was attacked, critically injured, and then hidden in the system to keep the incident quiet. Imagine this. On a normal visitation day, I was told by the Walnut Grove staff that my son, who had been there for 3 months, was no longer at the facility. Walnut Grove was a private youth correctional facility operated by the GEO Group at the time for the Mississippi Department of Corrections. When I reached out for more information of where my son was, they consistently denied knowledge of his whereabouts. How could a child placed in the custody of the Mississippi Department of Corrections disappear? After not getting any assistance from the Walnut Grove staff, I was referred to the warden, who refused to tell me about my son's whereabouts, and he directed me to the Mississippi Department of Corrections. After 2.5 weeks of MDOC and Walnut Grove passing the buck back and forth and playing games, I took matters into my own hands and started my own investigation. I realized that they did not care about the well-being of my son, nor did they care about me knowing his status. I found out that my son was in the hospital, but no other information was given. I called the Mississippi Department of Corrections and informed them that I knew of my son's whereabouts, to which I received no response. A few days later, one of the MDOC chaplains called and said he wanted to help me with visitation for my son. I accepted, and visitation was granted to me. But when I went to go see him, they had already moved him from his facility. Not having anything else to go on, weeks later, a new visitation order was granted to me for my son for a 2-hour visit, in which I was only able to spend 10 minutes of that with my son. The Friday following that week, the head doctor of the Mississippi Department of Corrections called me and told me no further visitation would be granted, and the visitation that I already had was done as a favor to me. I was forced to wait 2 months until he was granted inmate visitation right by the Mississippi Department of Corrections. My son was transferred then to the Parchment Correctional Facility, to a drug and alcohol facility within Parchment, in which he has neither a problem with either one of them. No problem whatsoever, but this is where he was placed. He was an underage inmate at Parchment, put there and left there so that this incident would not be known. He has yet to receive treatment that addresses his injury, even though many requests have been made for this treatment. My son, along with 12 others, had been assaulted in a riot at the Walnut Grove Youth Correctional Facility, initiated by a guard, in which he received brain damage amongst other injuries, but still has not received proper medical treatment for this. Many inmates' rights were violated. Even MDOC violated their own rules and guidelines to cover it up. So I'm here because a lot of things has happened, a lot of things have been covered up, but I think it needs to be exposed so it can be addressed. Thank you.